On December 8th, the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, the International Marian Association Theological Commission, IMAC, dropped a 23-page theological bomb. Their target, Mater Populi Fidelis, a Vatican doctrinal note issued November 4th by Cardinal Victor Manuel Fernández's Dicastery for the Doctrine of the Faith, approved by Pope Leo XIV. The note declared the title Co-Redemptrix to be always inappropriate and discouraged mediatrix of all graces as not clearly grounded in revelation. The IMAC's response, signed by over 40 theologians including prominent U.S. scholar Scott Hahn and Mark Miravalle, was devastating. They called the Vatican's judgment an apparent anti-development of doctrine. Their logic is simple. If the title is always inappropriate, then the popes who used it, including Saint Pius X, Pope Benedict XV, Pope Pius XI, Pius XII, and St. John Paul II, must have been acting imprudently. The saints who invoked it, likewise, were irresponsible. That is not doctrinal development. That is a rupture. This is not abstract theology. This is personal. The title Co-Redemptrix does not mean Mary equals Christ. It means that at the Annunciation, she said yes. At the cross, Lumen Gentium 58 says she endured with her only begotten Son the intensity of his suffering. Her consent was not passive. It was a mother's active participation in the redemption of the world. Father Dave Nix put it bluntly. Mary is not just the object of our sweet devotion. She is also known as the exterminatrix of all heresies. This is why the modernists despise her. For millions who pray the rosary, with a scapular, or belong to the Legion of Mary, the Vatican's cold logic feels like a dismissal of a mother who never abandoned her children. The IMAC dismantles the Vatican's claim that the titles are unhelpful because they require explanation. By that standard, so do the Trinity and transubstantiation. Every core doctrine demands catechesis. The Commission points out that 12 popes across 4 centuries have affirmed Mary's universal mediation of grace. Pope Pius XI, in his 1933 encyclical Explorata Res, called Mary the Co-Redemptrix who, united with her Son, redeemed the human race. The Vatican note also minimizes Lumen Gentium. The Council may have avoided the term Co-Redemptrix for ecumenical reasons, but it explicitly taught the doctrine, Mary's suffering union with Christ at Calvary. To dismiss the title now is to ignore Mariologists like Father René Laurendin, who warned in 1951 that it would be gravely temerarious to attack the legitimacy of the title. The IMAC concludes that a vision of redemption centered on Jesus alone, without recognizing Mary's God-willed participation, seems to resemble more a Protestant theology of redemption than that of the Catholic Church. For Catholics who understand their faith, the question is no longer about devotion. It is about authority. If the Vatican can discourage what popes and saints have taught for centuries, who decides what Catholics are allowed to believe?